Dan Filuti, DigiSport, Razvan, ne-ai speriat un pic, am văzut că într-o zi nu te-ai
So,
antrenat.
there was a day where you didn't train. How are you feeling? And yeah, well, you score tomorrow. Well, first of all, hello everyone. I'm fine. I had just had a cold. Now I'm 100% fit, and tomorrow I will be ready to give my all.
So we continue with questions for the player so that he can leave a bit earlier. Over there. Okay.
Salut, Sergiu Alexandru, Gazeta Sporturilor. Simți că după prestațiile bune din grup,
Are you feeling that after the good game so far there is more pressure from the fans? No, not necessarily. We knew after we qualified for this tournament that the expectations would be very high from everyone. So now they are even higher, of course, because we progressed to the knockout stage. But mentally we are very good. We can deal with this pressure and with these expectations. So we are ready to do big things. Hello? Is this game a personal revenge for a year that wasn't great at Ajax? And Ronald Koeman said that it's possible that Daley Blind will play. How would be a duel with Daley Blind in midfield? No, I don't see it as a revenge. I do my thing on the pitch as a player. This has been my path so far in my career, so I'm not thinking about these sort of things. So, and above all, I would like to win, to progress, but for ourselves and for Romania. And in terms of Daley, as far as I know, he normally plays center back, so I don't know if I will meet him. Oh, is it possible that he will play in midfield? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Razvan, you're about to write history. Are you going to sleep tonight? Yeah, of course. I need to relax so that I'll be fit for tomorrow. No, I'm joking, of course. Yeah, we are ready. As I said, expectations are higher, but we are ready. We've prepared very well this whole week. We've had 6 days to recover, and I'm sure that anyone who will play tomorrow will give their all to qualify for the next round. How is it to be the top scorer of the national team? Well, honestly, I don't really think about that. The most important thing is that the team wins. We've reached our first objective. I'm happy that I've been able to help my team. As I said, and I'm going to say it again, all I want is for Romania to progress as far as possible. What do you think about the Dutch national team? They lost against Austria. There seems a bit of tension there. Yeah, we know very well what kind of players they have. They have top players. They have players who play the best teams in the world. Maybe they had a rougher start into these Euros, but at the end of the day, we have to concentrate on our things, to concentrate on what we have to do.
Any question from Dutch media for Razvan? Please.
Hello, Razvan. How do you look back at your year at Ajax, and was it in some way positive for you?
In English?
Up to you. Romanian or English?
Yeah, for sure. I learned a lot of things from from that period in Ajax, and yeah, I moved on. It's on my past, and I'm happy that I was there, and how I said it. Yeah, of course, I learned a lot of things from that time.
Okay, the last two for the player, if there are. One.
Hey Razvan, I'm Johan Inan, Algemeen Dagblad, Netherlands. Do you consider it as an advantage that you played 1 year in Holland for the match of tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe not really, because national team it's always different, and I remember the championship. It was a difficult one. It was a tough one, and yeah, how I said it, I think in national team it's different.
So is there one more question for Razvan, Marin? If not, thanks a lot, and we continue with Coach Iordanescu.
Thank you. Mulțumesc. Mulțumim.
Ionuț Tătaru, Will of Sport. Domnule Iordanescu, ieri l-am întrebat pe Andrei Rațiu dacă mai e nevoie de
We asked Rațiu if there is any extra motivation that's needed given the opponent and what's at stake. Is it easy or difficult for you as a coach to prepare such a game? When you're playing with history in front of you, then obviously you want a lot from this one and you're ready to give your all. There is no easy game, not even a friendly is easy. You can't prepare them superficially. So especially not a game that can get you into the quarterfinals. It won't be easy, it will be extremely difficult. Everything that we've built so far, we've built with realism. And yes, Holland are favorites tomorrow. They have achievements, they have incredible players. They're worth about $1 billion, so they have experience at final tournaments, but we have our own strengths. We have consolidated a good group in both the human level and athletic level, and we have a country behind us who support us. You said earlier about history. 30 years ago, your dad wrote history in Pasadena. Can the Allianz Stadium be the new Pasadena? And how important is this game for you to write history? Of course, we like looking at the past. Those were fantastic moments. I was there. But now it's a different generation. We're talking about a fantastic group of players. They have character, unity, personality, spirit, but we will try everything. We know that we have to be close to perfection tomorrow in order to have a good result. Don't get fooled by some moments of how Holland played against Austria. They have very valuable players. In the last game, they were already qualified. Maybe they weren't as concentrated, but teams on this level, they know how to get there. So we have to prepare very well. So physically, we have refreshed, and mentally, we have to be very strong and decisive. We have to want to progress, and I think we do have that in the team, but we have to show that on the pitch. And I think my team can do that. We have to be very good in terms of organization of play. We mustn't make individual mistakes. So same kind of question. So in terms of details, is there something special that you're coming back to the stadium where you had one of your biggest win, so the 3-0 against Ukraine? Yeah, and also the most important victory for Romania at a final tournament. Of course, it's a nice feeling to come back here, but at the same time, we know that Romanians will be in the stadium, and this means a lot. So my lads ask me all the time about tickets, how many tickets there are for Romanians. We need them tomorrow for this really difficult game. So to be very honest, Holland has always produced football. They started trends, and I'm not the only one who has been inspired by Dutch football. They have players with lots of quality, a great generation, a coach who is already at a very high level after he was an incredible footballer. So he knows the Dutch football very, very well. So I'm sure that we will confront all these elements tomorrow. Do you know already who will replace Bancu? And Man, Yanis and Koman, two of them will probably play. Who? Yeah, I have some answers. We have to decide together with my staff after the training tonight, but also tomorrow morning, including the first 11. It's less important who plays, but what that person will do. So we have to give our all. It's possible that we'll have changes. We're forced to have one because of the suspension, but I hope we'll have the inspiration to do the right thing, and also during the game to help the team. We'll have individual discussions. We've had them, we'll still have them. There are essential things, and we'll talk about that tonight and tomorrow morning. You played football without ever having played at a high level. Did you imagine that you could become such a great coach at the Euros in these conditions? Well, I don't know how competent I am, but I have done good work together with a team to reach such a moment. Now my responsibility is even higher, because we want to make Romanians happy and to be in the history books, and that would mean to go at least one more step. So as I said before, and I felt how you more attached to the national teams than ever before, and I have felt that you too need these moments. So I hope this is a new moment for Romanian football and the national team. So if we reach the quarterfinals, that would be fabulous, but we believe in it. So you said earlier how strong the Dutch are. Did you practice penalties? Yes, absolutely. Yes, because it is possible that we get to penalties, so we have to be ready for everything. So the tactical approach will also be influenced by that, not only because of the decisions that we take. We have to keep it in mind, because everything is possible, and we need to react right depending on the context and what direction the game goes. It's important that we're strong, disciplined, well organized, that we're decisive, and then there could be things that go in our favor. Can you tell us in a bit more detail? Those who do take their life in their own hands are the ones who give everything. Yes, so what I meant is we have to give our all in order to get all. So we have to go step by step. We desire to qualify. It's an enormous desire. It's hard to even use words for that. So, and I'm sure everyone else in my team feels the same, but we are very aware that we have to give our absolute all to produce such a performance and happiness for the Romanian people. So 2 years ago, we lost to Montenegro and Bosnia in the Nations League. 2 poor games. So what's your explanation of this jump in the 2 years? Because now we're close to the quarterfinal here. So why do you want to remember those horrible moments? That was the beginning. That was our reality, and we were down. I don't want to talk about details because tomorrow we have such an important game that I don't want to go back so far back. But for me, that was the most important period. That was the beginning. That was the evaluation period, the analysis period. That's where we built our plan, and that was where we started. And I wasn't comfortable with some of the decisions, but that's part of my job. Some tough decisions. It's not easy to leave players at home in certain moments, or to take away the possibility for them to play at a big game. But we had to set rules, and the team had to embrace that in a natural way rather than a forced one. It was a tough period. Those were stages that we had to go through, and that brought us to Munich before a match that could be historical for Romania.
Okay. Are there any more questions for Coach Iordanescu? Yes, please. We take 2 more. Maybe the final question from a Dutch journalist. But please go ahead.
În al 4-lea meci de la Euro.
The 4th game at the Euros, do we still have...
agresând Olanda, ne lăsând-o să respire? Putem juca noi
Can we play this game with full pressing? Why do you need that we have to copy a certain medal? We analyze, we can get inspiration, but in football there is no copy-paste, never. We have our identity, our model. We know that against a team with such quality you have to be very intense, very aggressive. So in order to not have the game behind your line, so that you're not unbalanced, so you have to mark very well. So we are aware of all of these. We have to get through that. We have to put a certain effort on there, and we do have certain measures for that. So why shouldn't we be efficient and pragmatic and to score? If someone had told you before the tournament that you will play twice at Munich, what would you have said? I would have said, yeah, that I would be ready to give my all, and I am an optimist and to go step by step, but to go as far as possible. We have come back here. I'm happy. It means that we've reached our first objective, and the first step was to get out of the group, and now we're looking at every game at once, and then we'll continue. Tomorrow we'll have the first scenario. If it works out well, then the day after we will prepare the quarterfinals.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Katalin, and good luck for tomorrow.